Right out of the gate, we're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Six. I got you. Banjo.
So that'll back him up 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
54 Mike. Check.
Hey, Steve 6.
Stop, you. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, gun.
54. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cam, option left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. He loved that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up the third down.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Hey, gun. Mike 5-4. Yeah, let's get that ball.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guy.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 8.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. To throw is Newton. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Kenny Young. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points. In that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And the Panthers in for the score.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 60 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
40's the mark. Squeeze. It's been a long day for you. Check.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he's got Snead. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. He's done right here.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. 54 Mike. Too little, cut.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Cam Newton all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, box truck. Let's go. Let him go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now Ryan on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Touchdown, defense.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
21! Hey, 7.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. The 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep onto Carolina's side of the field. A big pickup of 38. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 27, Newton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, baby!
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Ready?
55.
Ready?
You gonna get this boy?
Get it.
Newton on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back to throw, Newton. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working at it for a little bit.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. To throw is Newton. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, Newton.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in base.
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up?
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Down, ready, right 25. Check 59, right, base.
Let's go, D.
Ball.
Check.
On third down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ryan. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Freeman on first and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw on third down. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
His throw caught right around the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago.
And Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing it. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 93 yards, and the Falcons have broken our tie. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come out in the pistol. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike down. Ready. 11. 65. Got it.
Ryan to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
11. Get out. Wait.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Hey, bye-bye. Check 24, check 24. 54, Seth. Go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. With 3 seconds remaining, and the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Tyson. You must be true.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down. Wentz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Newton under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Newton to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
12 yards there and a first down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. 57, 57, 57. Hey, orbit.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 2-jet.
53 is lost.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
20.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey,
Please.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cam, option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 50 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Wentz. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for his tight end. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Empty.
Switch. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Kill.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's complete. Left side to Aguilar. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 75 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check 53. Great.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Now Cam, option left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Being chased out left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 41. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, Delta. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on now.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! 54. Hey, let's get some pressure.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... This is caught at the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They run with Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 17, Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to...
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give left side to Howard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and long. It's Newton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
This time they stay on the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Great.
53 is the money.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Aldrick Robinson, 74 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Walk 54.
On 1st down, it's Howard. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5.
Let's find him. You. Hey, Alpha.
59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Get that quarterback.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Wentz going to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Wentz now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. K1 short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He finds an opening past the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so impotent. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the front.
Yeah, so many times.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check 26, check 20. Sunday.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's it, buddy. Check 41. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Newton. He finds Robinson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Newton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
20.
Now it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the toss play, Howard. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Gould now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What is it? Look at it. Mike 54. Gun. What is it?
Off play action. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup. There, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Newton now to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Watch twist. What is it?
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the...
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 21. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. 20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, folks.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Got you, boy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Ready? 8.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Newton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ready?
Check mark 54.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. On 4th down, Newton forced out to his left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
They've got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not getting...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check, check.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short, able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lock.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 30 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gould now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. From the gun on third down, Newton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And Matthews has it right side. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready! Ready!
Mike 54.
Hey!
Screen. Block the screen. Go. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Aldrick Robinson. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Check Mike 54.
They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
That's it! Ready!
Mike 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.